It's time for another presenter challenge, and today we're keeping things simple. There are no animals involved, there's only one discipline and no handicaps.
Yeah, it is time for an elevation gain competition. Heather and I are going to run as far as we can vertically in the time allowed, and it's got to be from our respective doorsteps.
Yeah, it is challenge time, so I think we need to head off and do some planning, and all that's left to say is good luck, Mark.
Best luck, Heather. Gonna need it.
Oh, here we go. Here's the next hill. Oh my god, this is a killer.
Now we set ourselves a time limit of an hour for this run, in which we're going to try and run uphill as much as possible within that hour. We'll track all our data through our new Wahoo Elemnt Rival watches just to make sure that we're on track as best as possible. However, we are not going to know what the other person is getting up to, what pace they're running at, how much they've run uphill. It's essentially like a blind challenge. We'll only find out once we hit stop after the hour and we regroup and analyse our numbers. Okay, before we go any further, I should probably explain a couple of additional rules we have set ourselves. So firstly, we're allowed up to a 10-minute warm-up if needed, before we start our watches. Also, we're not allowed to repeat any of our route or retrace our steps, so no hill ups are allowed. And then finally, at least 30% of the run must be away from the asphalt or the road.
All right, it's challenge time. I've got my 10-minute warm-up to get to the bottom of the hill, so I better get going.
Now I've got to say, I've really got my work cut out today. You may have noticed that I haven't been too successful in some of the latest GTN challenges. Heather really does seem to have the upper hand on me lately, so I'm going for it today. Although I am kind of winging it. I haven't got a set route. I'm just kind of going to try and make a loop somehow. I'm going to try and refrain from doing any outs and backs. I know that's probably an efficient way of getting all the elevation in, but I like doing loops and never retracing my footsteps. I'm going to obviously be recording all through the Wahoo, so I can see on here my elevation as I go. So I'm going to be keeping a close eye on this and just making sure I'm getting as much as possible. And if I feel like I'm plateauing at any point, boom, straight up another hill. That's the plan anyway. In terms of pacing, just going to go hard, as hard as I possibly can. Right, wish me luck. Straight into a hill. This is what we like.
And I live on top of a hill, so I've got to make the most for the 10 minutes. I know Mark lives in a valley, so he can head out of his door and there's a hill right there, whereas I need to run downhill for about 10 minutes, surprisingly, to get to the bottom of the best hills. And I might have put that part into the rules, but I need all the help I can get.
All right, not even 3 minutes in and already almost done 70 meters of elevation gain, so a hard start. I am on the top now though, over plateau, drop down into the next village, and we go again.
That's already like 8 minutes gone to do this hill. Let's see how quick I can get down it. What am I at? 157 meters. Okay. Well, I reckon I can do at least 4 of those in an hour. I was hoping I could get close to 1,000 meters, but maybe a bit ambitious. I'm sure Mark will be excused for anything.
I have to say, this is a bit of a weird one today. You're normally looking to avoid hills. Today I'm looking for every hill. Right now, I'm descending down a very steep hill. That means I've got to go up soon. Here we go again. I think this is hill 3, 4, lost count already. This one is a killer.
This is a hill I used to have to do in training, and I don't know how I ran up it. I guess I was lighter and fitter, but oh, should give me some good elevation gain. And I've gone, this is hill number 2, I've gone for some tarmac just to make things a bit easier. Oh, stop it. I think I can walk quicker.
Just a couple of minutes remaining now.
If you can hear me over the puffing, I've just covered my first 100 meters, 118, and going up fast at the moment. Now, I love a map and I love just studying Ordnance Survey maps, and I had a good look. I mean, the paths I'm using today are all ones I know, but I did get the map out, check out those contours that I normally avoid, and worked out which were closest together. Well, the contours and the hills, obviously. And this is a beast. But my plan is to go up and back down, so we're allowed to cover our tracks down, just not go up the same hill twice. Although walking up some of this, it's quite knobbly, so I think I might not make as much gain on the downhill as I'd hope, because I've got to watch for ankles on this one.
Oh, here we go. Here's the next hill. Oh my god, this is a killer. It's steep.
I must be gaining a meter a second. Probably not, but ow! Yeah, sorry. Said it was steep. Maybe not such a good idea. Oh, come on. A minute left. Oh, my legs are burning.
1 minute. I'm almost at the top. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh.
Oh, yes, that is enough. Oh.
Well guys, I got my target. Now to find out what Heather did.
Oh my, I'm gonna have to look through the numbers and I've got my breath back.
Hey. Right, have you recovered?
I have, yeah, just about, and got rid of some of the mud off my shoes as well.
Come on then.
Am I going first?
Go on.
All right, so my total amount of elevation gain in the 1 hour was 418 meters.
So I got 507 meters. I was very keen to get over the 500, and I was racing at the end to.
I didn't really know what the target would be. It's hard to know.
Neither did I until I got going.
How far did you cover?
No, I went further than I thought, considering it was very off-road and muddy. I went 11.7 kilometres.
That's a long way in an hour with that much
you,
climbing.
Yeah.
So I only did 8.7. So I did.
Well, you probably beat me in terms of elevation over the distance. So, like, if we took an average, so that's impressive.
I ran 4K less than you, and I was only 100 meters less. But
that's very impressive.
But you win on the route, because yours looks like a nice, genuine loop, whereas I went tactical.
But that's smart, and I did think about it, and I started to regret it halfway around. I was like, maybe I should have just retraced my footsteps, because I did some very big hills early on, and then I was struggling to find hills.
Yeah.
But I was very keen to make a loop. I always like to make a loop on my runs.
I would do normally, but I think it was a fun challenge. And I would like to challenge you guys, actually. So if you want to head out for 1 hour and see how many hills you can do in that hour, you're not allowed to go up and down one hill unless you live somewhere really flat. I guess we'll let them. But yeah, let us know in the comment section below if you do get involved in that.
Yeah, and we hope you have enjoyed today's challenge. If so, please do give it a like. We worked very hard for this video, so we'd love it if you do give it a like. And don't forget to give GTN a follow over on our social media channels, and subscribe down below if you're not doing so already.